What I find incredibly exciting about chamber music is, one is the amazing repertoire of all the musical repertoire there is. I mean, there's all the great orchestral repertoire, but the chamber music repertoire is where a lot of the composers really expressed their innermost feelings. And then on top of that, there's the other aspect is that you really get to play music with a small group of friends, and it's just so special that the relationships you can build in chamber music. It's wonderful to be able to share those moments with a small group of people.
I started playing chamber music when I started at Junior Academy, and we'd have weekly sessions in sort of string quartets and other kinds of groups. What was really valuable starting chamber music so young was that you learn not only the musical skills but also the personal skills, working with other people who have different personalities and different ways of working. So I found that really, really special.
I remember the first time I played chamber music. I played for the first time in England with a clarinetist, and as a pianist that was really special for me because, you know, on the piano when you press a note you can't really do anything to the sound anymore, and with this clarinetist I realized that the combination of the tone made it possible for the two of us to shape the music in a way that I had never done before. And it's this reverberation together of two completely different sounds that was magical for me.
So I think programs such as junior departments and if you have friends at school who are playing an instrument, I think my top tip would probably be just to play loads and play with loads of different people and find out about music and look for pieces that you don't know, and go to libraries and dig up all the chamber music that you can find. I mean, especially for string players, because you can just get 3 friends and set up in any old corner of the school and have an impromptu quartet rehearsal, which is just the most fun. And that for me is what keeps chamber music alive, when you're just doing it for the fun of it, because then it can become something more serious.
Another way you can get to meet other musicians of about the same standard who you could really form a group with is through music courses. And I remember doing quite a few as a teenager, and there were always opportunities to play with other people, and that's also what makes the courses so amazing.
The way chamber music has benefited me in the biggest way is, 'cause as a violinist, when you're learning, it can sometimes feel very violin-centric, and like playing the violin is the most important thing. And that's definitely what my experience was with the teachers that I had. It was all about the violin. And I had a few chamber groups before this trio, but it was really my trio colleagues who shaped a lot of my most recent development as a musician. And it's through chamber music where I learned the most about playing music and forgetting about the box of wood and, you know, the bow in your hands, and you're just trying to express something, an idea or a gesture or a feeling, purely by transmitting it through the instrument.
In a chamber group, ideally, at all times, everybody's reacting to each other, and that just makes it so exciting for both us, the players, and the audience, that there's something that's happening in that one point in time that's unique and won't ever happen exactly in that same way again.
I would recommend getting into chamber music because it's the form of playing music that teaches you the most about music on lots of different levels.
And I'd recommend getting into chamber music because that's where some of the best repertoire ever written lies.
And I'd recommend getting into chamber music because it's simply, for me, the most rewarding form of music making.